Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com. Here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, May 14th through Sunday, May 20th, 2018. For this week's weekly reading, for the main message, we'll be using the Archangel Power Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, will be coming from the Ascended Masters deck by Doreen Virtue. So before we get into the astrology for the week, and there's quite a bit of things going on this week. I have to say there's 4 planets changing signs, and we have a new moon. So a lot happening, but let's go ahead and look at what your stones of choice are so you can decide what special message card is for you. Now, I've moved here to Ashland, Oregon back in the beginning of March. Believe it or not, I have not unpacked everything because I feel like, again, where I am is perhaps temporary. I'm getting the message that I may be moving soon to hopefully a bigger location. So I decided to not unpack everything, and most of my crystals are still packed away. I do have a few out, but this week, I'm going to show you some of my special intention pendants from Sacred Soul Empowerment, and that will be your stones of choice for the week. So the first pendant here that we have is a beautiful carnelian. Now, carnelian is a beautiful orange stone. Hopefully you can get a good see of that color. And this beautiful pendant, it's wrapped in gold wire, and for this carnelian, I actually Reiki'd it and sent intentions to it, as I do all the pendants that I make. The intentions that are sent to this carnelian is the vibration of the number 3, which is about creativity and communication. It also relates to, for this pendant, the sacral chakra, which is all about our sense of passion as well as that creative self-expression. This is passion for life or passion for what we're doing, as well as passion in relationships. This is also, again, for this pendant, associated with the water element, which is all about intuition and clairsentience or clear feeling. And I also gave it the special intention of connecting it with the goddess Pele, which is the goddess of passion and heart's desires, one's heart's desires. All right, your second special intention pendant is this beautiful blue sodalite. Now, the sodalite, you can see, is wrapped in the silver wire. Sodalite is that blue stone, so it does deal with the throat chakra, and for this pendant, it is also connected to the number 3. In this case, the number of joy, and again, creative self-expression. It's related to the throat chakra energy of speaking your truth with unconditional love and compassion. And it's also given the intention with Reiki to help with speaking, teaching, writing, and all forms of sharing information. And the deity that's called in for this special intention pendant is Archangel Gabriel. She's the messenger angel, or he. The archangels really aren't he's or she's, but in this case I like to call it a feminine energy. So Archangel Gabriel is the messenger angel and the helper of those people whose life path or destiny path involves the arts or communication fields. And then your last special intention pendant that you get to choose again for your special message card is this beautiful milky white agate. Now, this white agate obviously is wrapped in gold wire, and it's been Reiki charged with the vibration of the number 9, the number of unconditional love and service to humanity. It's also given the qualities of Pisces, in this case, for creative purpose and heightened intuition. It's vibrating with my special intention with the element of water, of going with the flow and connecting with your empathic abilities. And the deity called in for this special intention pendant is the energy of Kuan Yin, the goddess of divine feminine energy, peace, and compassion. So again, your stones of choice are the carnelian, the sodalite, or the white agate. All right, so let's talk about the astrology for the week. As I said, there's quite a bit going on. We start out on Tuesday the 15th. And by the way, this brings us to the middle of the month of May. So if you haven't already seen the overview, the whole big picture for the month of May, be sure to go back and watch the May angelic astrology reading for the whole month. It's on my YouTube channel under Colleen Lemma. But on Tuesday the 15th, we have a new moon at 24 degrees Taurus. This happens very early in the morning Eastern time, 7:48 a.m. Eastern time. So right before that new moon, and specifically on Monday, the day before, we're in the dark of the moon period. And you've heard me talk about this before. The dark of the moon period is where we have the least amount of light coming or streaming to our planet from Luna or from the moon. And so this is a time when we're really releasing and letting go and purging and cleansing and transmuting energies. In this case, the moon will be at the tail end of Aries for the dark of the moon, and then into the first few degrees of Taurus for the dark of the moon. So we're dealing with this purging, releasing dark of the moon on Monday that deals with money, personal resources, our values, our sense of self-worth. And then again, as the new moon comes into fruition, so to speak, at 7:48 a.m. Eastern time on Tuesday, after that is when you want to plant new seeds, because new moons are always about new beginnings at that point, because then the new moon becomes a half moon and then eventually a full moon within 2 weeks. And so in that period of the moon growing and expanding its light towards Earth is the time again where there's new beginnings and new opportunities, and again planting those new seeds. And in this case, in the sign of Taurus, again, what does Taurus rule? We just said it rules money, finances, personal resources. It rules work and effort. It rules the earth itself, so tending to the earth, like gardening or working for the earth as far as helping the Earth Mother Gaia kind of to heal, or to clean up her waters and her the ground and the air and everything that deals with planet Earth, as well as again values, if I didn't already say that, and how we value ourselves, as well as valuing other people and things in our lives. So again, the self-value is about self-worth. Now also on Tuesday the 15th, right after the new moon in Taurus, and this is the biggest thing that happens, this is a really important thing, is that the planet Uranus moves into the sign of Taurus. Now Uranus is a planet that takes 7 years to move through a sign. So it's been in the sign of Aries, the previous sign to Taurus, for the last 7 years. That was an energy of really rebellion and individuality and confidence and courage as far as for humanity, for the collective. That's a collective planet, Uranus. Now, it does deal with us personally as well, but as it moves into Taurus, again, this is a big deal because it's going to be in Taurus for 7 years. Okay, it will retrograde a little bit later on this year. It will retrograde back into Aries for a short time. But now for about the next 7 years, it's going to be in Taurus. So what is Uranus? Uranus is about the unexpected, sudden changes and redirections. It's about innovative energy. It is about higher dimensional energy. This is about us moving into the 5th dimension. This is about things being shaken up. Uranus is like the lightning bolt. And so when things happen with a Uranus transit, it comes in fast and quick and like a lightning bolt, and you didn't see it coming. So it's a surprising kind of energy. Now this can be good or it can be not so good depending on what's going on in your life. And even when I say not so good, really it's still good, right? Because whatever changes and redirections and sudden unexpected happenings are going on, it's for our highest and best interest. It's bringing us to a place, where we need to be. It's redirecting us in a new way. Now for the collective of humanity, Taurus rules the earth. Again, it's an earth sign. And of course it rules money, as I said earlier, with the new moon being in Taurus. When Uranus goes into Taurus is when it's going to be at its strongest. Again, it's going to have an effect there for the next 7 years. But when a planet first moves into a sign, it's really heightening the energy of what that planet in that sign is all about. So here, we're going to have sudden, unexpected changes, perhaps with, either our personal or the collective of humanity finances on the planet, something about money, something about personal resources. And resources can also be the Earth's resources, okay? The water, the oil, whatever comes from the Earth is the Earth's resources. Also, because Uranus has that kind of lightning bolt, shaking things up kind of energy, and Taurus is an earth sign, I'm going to expect that just before and perhaps just after for a few days, we're going to experience earthquakes around the planet. Because again, Taurus is an earth sign. Now, as I'm doing this video, midweek, the week before, we're already experiencing some earthquakes. I've seen things happening about earthquakes in Hawaii, earthquakes in a couple of other places, I think one was in California, and one was in another country that I can't recall, but I feel like we're going to see more of that kind of, you know, earth shaking up kind of thing, some earth changes, some weather changes happening. On Wednesday, the 16th, Mars is also changing signs. Mars is leaving Capricorn, which is an earth sign, and it's moving into Aquarius, which is an air sign. Now, this is important because on the same day, Wednesday, shortly after Mars moves into Aquarius, it's going to be challenging Uranus, which is newly in that sign. So let's back up for a minute and let's just talk about Mars and Aquarius here for just a second. Mars is about our energy. It's about taking action and forward movement. It's the warrior planet. It's moving into an air sign, the sign of Aquarius, but that's also the humanitarian sign, the sign of connecting with groups of people that are like-minded to create some sort of difference on the planet, so to speak. Aquarius also rules technology and science, by the way, and astrology. So with Mars moving into Aquarius, for a while, and it's actually going to stay in there for a little bit longer than it normally would, because it's going to go into retrograde motion here in a few weeks, and it's going to retrograde actually back into Capricorn for a short time before moving back into Aquarius for good. But Mars in Aquarius, you're going to see forward movement with science, with technology, perhaps with medicine, with alternative healing, things that deal with, you know, things that deal with technology in general. But also Mars in Aquarius is going to be very idea-oriented, because again, Mars gives us the energy. Aquarius is one of the signs that rules the mind. It's an air sign. All the air signs rule thoughts, ideas, you know, belief systems too. But here we're going to have new innovative ideas and forward movement with those ideas. Now, the Mars challenging Uranus, also on the 16th. This is really important because Mars is newly in Aquarius, which is heightening the energy for a few days with that energy. Uranus is newly in Taurus, which is heightening that energy of Uranus and Taurus. They come together in a challenge aspect, which is called a square. So you're going to see some sudden, unexpected happenings occurring. I want to say Tuesday and Wednesday, as Mars approaches that challenging square to Uranus. What it is anybody's guess, because one of the mottos of Uranus is expect the unexpected. So I feel like expect the unexpected, earth changes, expect the unexpected with you know, financial, money kind of happenings, expect the unexpected with science, technology, anything that Aquarius rules. And, you know, just in your own life, I want to say slow down and be grounded and be balanced, because Mars kind of rules, again, energy and movement. And even as we're driving a car, we want to be extremely aware of what everybody else is doing, not just in the car, but anything, to where, you know, Mars can sometimes rule accidents. So especially when it's coupled with Uranus in this way, I just want you to be totally aware and watch what's going on around you at all times. Okay, on Friday the 18th, we have Mercury, which is the planet of the mind, the mental realm. It's in Taurus, which is a more grounding energy, practical energy here. And it's in a positive aspect to Saturn and Capricorn. Now, Saturn is a planet that also has a grounding effect. And it's the planet of manifestation, and it's in an earth sign, which gives it a little bit more groundedness. So whatever's happening earlier in the week, by Friday, we're making some decisions, I feel. You know, Mercury, again, the planet of the mind, thought, ideas, and communication, Again, it's a positive aspect with Saturn, so it's more grounded and practical, and we can make some pretty good decisions based on what's occurring and what's happening. So we just have to kind of slow down our mind there, which Mercury and Taurus would be an energy that would take its time in making a decision. But I feel like we're making some decisions here as far as what to do, you know, practical decisions, grounded decisions to move, I don't know, forward, I guess, in a way. But again, it's Saturn, so it's something where we're restructuring. We're restructuring our lives or a circumstance or a situation. We're having, you know, again, this could do with money matters because Mercury is in Taurus. We might have some new ideas, innovative ideas with the previous energies of Uranus and Mars of what to do to kind of bring in some resources. Communications are also going to be more grounded and well thought out as opposed to earlier in the week. Now on Saturday the 19th, Venus is changing signs. So we've already had Uranus changing signs, Mars changing signs. Saturday and Sunday we have 2 more planets changing signs. Venus on Saturday moves out of Gemini and into Cancer. Cancer is the nurturer. It's about home and family. It's about caring for others or being a caretaker. Cancer is about our emotions and about our feelings. And of course, Venus is that divine feminine planet about love and relationships, as well as money. You know, Venus in Cancer, as far as money and finances, can be a little bit holding back in a way. Sometimes Cancer can be a hoarder kind of energy. So we might be kind of hanging on to our money a little bit, not wanting to spend it so readily on things, or if we do spend it, it's on the home or it's on the family, because again, Cancer rules home and family. As far as relationships and love, this is a really nice energy. It's a nurturing energy. It's a caring energy. You know, we're really kind of emotionally connecting with others, and we're, you know, really sharing ourselves on a deep emotional level with that. And then on Sunday, the Sun is moving out of Taurus and into Gemini. So now for the next month with the Sun in Gemini, we're going to be multitasking and doing a lot of things at the same time and connecting more with the mental realm here. Communication, ideas, you know, thoughts. That's what Gemini is all about. And the Sun is our sense of identity and how we shine our light. So we're shining our light with the Sun through the lens, so to speak, of Gemini. So speaking, teaching, writing, you know, all forms of communication, doing many things, learning many things, maybe taking classes and things like that. So as I said, a lot going on this week. We need to get to, however, the cards before we run out of time and see what our angels and guides have to say for this week. So we start out with the 9 of Gabriel, and in this deck, the Gabriel suit is the suit of fire. The 9 of Gabriel says at the bottom, stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. And then it says environmental activism. Well, we were kind of talking about the humanitarian thing with Mars moving into Aquarius, right? And forward movement with connecting with groups of people of like mind for humanity. And this also says, interestingly enough, be prepared for any possibility. And as I said, expect the unexpected with Uranus, especially with Mars and a challenging connection to it on Tuesday and Wednesday. So, you know, with the number 9, you know, the number 9 is a creative number, and it's a number that deals with being the humanitarian again. It's also the last of the single-digit numbers, because after the number 9, we get to the number 10, right? A double digit. So here we're getting to the end of something. We're getting to the end of some creative project, perhaps, because it's a fire card. Some communications with other people, perhaps. Some networking. Meetings with others, because that's the suit of Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel or Gabriel is all about communications. But again, the fire card, it's more forward movement, it's fast movement, it's creative movement. And so here again, I feel like we're nearing the end of some sort of energy movement forward. And, you know, just as it says, stay determined and move forward. Keep on moving down your path. Keep that fire burning as you move forward. Stay true to your sense of self, but yet be a humanitarian and help others. That's what the number 9 is all about. And again, be prepared for any possibility. Let's go ahead and turn over the second card and see what else. Wow, we have another fire card. This is the Knight of Gabriel. Okay, the Knight of Gabriel says at the top, confident, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic. Now before I read the bottom, I have to say for a minute, the Knight energy, and I think I discussed this in last week's weekly reading perhaps, or maybe it was the monthly reading, a Knight came up. The Knights are fast movement anyway, you know, the court cards, there's the page, there's the Knight, there's the Queen, there's the King. The King is the most mature, the Queen just under that. The page is the most immature. So right after the page we have the Knight. The Knight is an energy, it's a young energy. It's, you know, it's young and vibrant and fast and creative and you know, I can do anything kind of energy. Like when we were young, you know, when we were teenagers or young adults, we felt like we could rule the world, we could do anything, we could accomplish anything, go anywhere. That's kind of the energy of the Knight. And here we have the Knight of Fire. So this is the fastest moving of the Knights. The message at the bottom says, time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. So again, we have this passion for a cause thing going on. You know, the first card spoke of environmentalism. Now we have passion for a cause. So it does speak about this humanitarian vibration. Now we have two fire cards in a row, so we know that there's energy, action, movement, things changing, things happening, things redirecting with this. Think of a knight galloping forward. And, you know, the Knight of Gabriel, the Knight of Fire, is usually shown galloping forward. Now, there's an angel at your back here, so you're being divinely guided. Tune in and listen to that. The fire element is very intuitive. It's like little insights that come in quick and fast, and that's Uranus too. Uranus is an energy, a planetary energy, where it's very claircognizant, where you have quick little sputterings of information that kind of come in like a lightning bolt, especially with Mars in the mix this week. So listen to your intuition. Know that your angels are guiding you. The messages coming in, or the visions coming in, or the thoughts coming into your head are angelically guided, or it's guided by your higher soul self. And here again, you want to take action. These cards are about taking action and moving forward towards something. Let's look at the last card here. The last card, wow, we have Major Arcana, number 20, and it says New Beginnings. In the traditional tarot, this is the Judgment card, but in this particular deck, it's called New Beginnings with Archangel Jeremiah. Archangel Jeremiah is the archangel that helps us review the past so we can move forward into the future. It's about doing a life review, so to speak. At the bottom it says, starting a new life, finding your purpose. So here's that word purpose again. And it says, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. So it's not just about looking back and reviewing the past. It's about forgiving anyone, including yourself, about what's been occurring or happening. You know, situations, events, patterns, relationships. Let it all go and move into this idea of new beginnings. You know, again, this is traditionally the Judgment card. Don't judge yourself. Release all judgments, okay? There is no judgment. Everything is just about learning and evolution and growth. And here we're able to move into these new beginnings. So whatever sudden, quick changes are happening, whatever redirections are occurring in the earlier part of the week, don't judge it. Know that you're moving into this wonderful new beginning. And again, you have the angels, your guides, those of the light are at your back, and they're guiding you, just like Archangel Jeremiah in this card is guiding this family here down at the bottom. I also feel like there could be not only action movement for people, but actually some people might be moving, like across the country or into another state, or, you know, across the world. I feel like there might be actual relocation happening with this card for some of you. Now, it might not be that you're jumping in the car right away and relocating this week, but I feel like you know, this could very well be a decision that you're going to be doing that. And they're saying, as I'm saying this, not just relocation as far as home, but it could be relocation of job, career as well. All right, so let's go ahead, take a look at the special message card depending on what stone or pendant, I should say, that you chose. So for those people that chose the carnelian pendant. And give this a little shuffle. This one's standing out to me. Carnelian, people, mother, wife, sister, daughter with Lady Nada. Now, this is about the divine feminine energy. And again, we do have Venus going into Cancer this week. So whatever this is about, it could literally be about a mother, wife, sister, or daughter, as it's signifying here with this card. But really, this is about that divine feminine energy. You know, here she is, Lady Nada. Look at how beautiful she is. A beautiful dress on. She's got beautiful earrings and a necklace on. She's got a beautiful flower there. This is about nurturing. This is about unconditional love. This is about caring for not only others, but yourself as well. Come into your divine feminine power. The divine feminine on the planet is in a rising state. This is where we're needing to go. The patriarchal system, those that are in charge, that masculine energy, it's not that it's going away and we don't want it to go away. We need the masculine energy, but we need the divine feminine to come back into its balance. And so I feel like this is about empowerment of the divine feminine, the strength, the courage, the confidence of the divine feminine. They're telling me that some of you out there that are women are empowering yourselves and stepping into leadership roles in some way, perhaps at your job or career, perhaps for a humanitarian cause. You know, whatever it might be, I feel like some of you are stepping into that. And then again, other than that, it's about, just exuding that sense of unconditional love outward to yourself, to your family, to your friends, to all of humanity, because that's what's going to heal the planet. All right, for those of you that chose the sodalite. All right, sodalite people, this one's calling me. Find the blessings in your current situation with Krishna. Okay, so I feel like there's things that are happening that are maybe throwing you for a bit of a loop. There's going to be circumstances or situations that are redirecting you, or some sort of surprise energy that changes things in your life. And it might be to where there's some fear or anxiety or something of that nature coming up. I feel like there might be some endings of some sort happening in life. And what this message is for you all who chose sodalite is to be grateful and thankful for the blessings that you already have. If you're wanting something to manifest, if you're looking to send out an intention to bring something into manifestation, the best course of action is always to find the blessing within your current life, your current circumstances, which includes your current job, where you live, the people that you have in your life that care about you. When you focus on the blessings that you already have, it actually brings more blessings to you and faster. So this is about, again, looking around you and seeing what you can be grateful and thankful for. And there's always something to be grateful and thankful for. Your pet, the roof over your head. I mean, there's so many people all around the world that don't even have the capacity to watch these videos. And they don't have clean water, and they don't have good shelter. And so, find the blessings in your life, and that will increase the blessings coming to you. All right, and then for those of you that chose the white agate, and right away I feel like this one is calling me. So the white agate, this is teacher. Oh boy, I gotta try to pronounce that. I'm sure some of you are going to know, but I'm gonna try my best. Mahakahan, oh that was really bad. Mahakahan Ragosi. I'm sure some of you are laughing at me. Okay, so this is teacher. The message is teacher. I feel like in some respects this is literal, to where you're looking for a spiritual teacher, or some of you are going to be taking online or in-person workshops or classes. There's something important about connecting with the teacher or instructor. But this is so much more. This is also about a spiritual teacher. So for those of you that chose this white agate pendant this week for your stone of choice, this is about new spiritual teacher or teachers coming in for you. So I feel like doing some meditation and asking for them to either give a name to you or show themselves to you, or some sort of a sign that they're coming in or what they're there for. I feel like this spiritual teacher is here to give you something. Now, It could be actually a blessing that comes into manifestation that they're giving you, like a new job, for instance, or a new home. But this could also be a blessing that they're giving you as far as a new way of thinking, a new idea that helps your destiny path, a new way of feeling or operating in your physical and everyday life. So don't look at it just as a thing that the blessing is, but also look at it as an energy. I feel like you are also opening up your sense of claircognizance again. That word has come up a couple times in this reading. Opening up the crown chakra with that purple energy, and you can see this wonderful purple stone at the third eye or towards the crown chakra here. It's opening you up to new ideas, okay? And some of you, they're saying, are quite literally going to be teaching others, or that you've contemplated, well, maybe I should do, you know, be a teacher in some respects, a spiritual teacher or an educational teacher in some way, or a life coach teacher, whatever, counselor teacher. So this is an indication or confirmation that teaching others or sharing information with others, if that's something you've thought about doing, that's your confirmation this week. All right, I hope you've liked this weekly angel card reading. Thank you so much for tuning in, for your wonderful comments. I do read them, and I just want to share my gratitude for all of you that share those comments and share the video with others and subscribe to the channel, that follow my Facebook posts under Colleen Lemma and Sacred Soul Empowerment, and visit my website, Sacred Soul Empowerment, and just kind of perusing things that are on there, articles or videos, and other services. So thank you all. I send you all much love and light and many, many angel blessings.